Jack reclined at his desk as he stared at the scores he'd received from his test earlier that afternoon. Then at the specs of his reinforced body. Then at the scores. It was possible. Dangerous, certainly, he thought, but possible. Computer, status on chemical cocktail designates heart attack in a can? 98% complete. His base's internal computer system responded with its usual monotone. He knew it was a monotone because his suit came installed with a dumb AI, which was really just a chatbot that the company had rebranded as an audio control interface. He could still remember reading about the scandal when that came out. A scandal that had resulted in exactly 0 changes to company policy. Which also meant that the vague hint of disdain he heard in the monotone computerized voice was entirely in his head. No matter how damning it sounded. Computer, convey a delivery drone to Anne's current location. Please invite her to meet with me at her earliest convenience. When she arrives, please guide her to the guest room. Acknowledged. Jack nodded. He knew, objectively, that sending out a drone for a task he usually performed himself was a stupid move. People would have questions about the flying bug creature. Ren foremost amongst them. He didn't cave, though. He had more important things on his mind. Things that required focus and preparation. He needed to prepare himself. Mind, body, soul. He likely had 20 minutes before Anne arrived. Best make use of them, he muttered his way over to a newly constructed chemical refinery wing of his small underground kingdom, for today is a good day to die. I've made a mistake, he thought. His body was on fire. Every beat of his heart felt like the rip of a gong. The blood rushing through his veins felt like the rushing of a river. His muscles tensed and flexed with pent-up energy. And his dick, well, the less said about that, the better. Jack was smart enough to realize he had made a mistake, but not nearly smart enough to figure out how to fix it. Who knew chugging a bunch of barely legal stimulants for the purposes of bedding a woman with more in common with industrial lifting equipment than anything human was a bad idea? Apparently not him.
What the hell, Net Narrator? Why did Taekwondo and my mother get to do one of these segments before me?
I know, right? People have been requesting me back for 2 years now, and that asshole hasn't done it yet.
Wait, what? Who are you? What are you doing here?
Name's Henderson. I must have smoked some of the good shit, because you were the weirdest fucking looking poodle I've ever seen.
Excuse me? My name is Jerix. I have no idea what a poodle even is. Anyway, we're doing this segment because the rest of this chapter involves a human and a cat girl doing things that aren't allowed on YouTube.
Holy shit! Did you say cat girl? Sign me the fuck up, laddie!
Well, if you want to do that, you can sign up to Net Narrator's Patreon at the £5 tier to listen to him narrate sex scenes, and there are other tiers that also have extra content. I think that's all he wanted me to say.
Well, while we're here, we can always tell the viewers to like the video, subscribe and leave a comment, like all those other internet people do. Otherwise I'll come over there and fuck their mum!
That sounds like a good idea, but I think we're running out of time.
Yeah, my high's going away. Say, laddie, I don't suppose you've seen me with men?